John Wayne's 60s Westerns. Following my video on Wayne's 1950s Westerns, I thought it would be time to now take a look at those great Westerns he made in the 1960s, arguably the decade that he made his best of the genre. Certainly his Oscar win supports this. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoy this video, hit notification to get my new videos. If you want to check out my other videos, head to my channel. The link is in the description. Please take a moment to like, share and subscribe as well. You know the drill. I appreciate it. Really. Let's get into it. (1960) North to Alaska. As Sam McCord. Director Henry Hathaway. Fabian's performance won the Uncrossed Heart Award for Least Promising Actor of 1960 for him in the Harvard Lampoon's Annual Movie Awards.
Match wits with them all.
Instead of jumping into the bay, I'm going to jump into a gold mine. And mister, am I going to jump?
Join the adventurers, the gold craze, the con men, the dance hall queens, and the boldest, brazenest buckaroos who ever panned for treasure. Always spoiling for a fight or fighting for the spoils.
Huzzy, French bluesy.
Jack!
Now come on, tell me.
Tell us, Because I love you, that's why.
1960 Wagon Train. Cameo. TV series. Episode The Coulter Craven Story.
Sam, fuel's up. Good. Means we can resume fighting in the morning.
Yes, we can resume in the morning. Comp, Colonel Lawler, I'd like you to meet a fellow townsman of mine, Major Seth Adams, General Sherman.
1961 The Comancheros. As Captain Jake Cutter. Director Michael Curtiz. A critic called the film so studiously wild and woolly, it turned out to be good fun. There's not a moment of seriousness in it, not a detail that isn't performed with a surge of exaggeration, not a character that is credible.
6 crates of rifles. Yeah. You figured somebody might just take them on approval, huh?
Could have cooked the goose that lays the golden eggs.
Well, how's that?
Mansour, you are a Lulu. Well, now, Mansour, that's something nobody ever accused me of. Being civilized. You can take it.
Who's that?
Mansour, you haven't got the sense of a jackrabbit.
Set that anvil up here, Mansour. I think we ought to name him Regret after Mansour here. If it wasn't for the Mansour, our scalps would be dangling from the lodge pole of some Comanche teepee, and this little dad'd never grow up to lie about Texas. I feel bad about it, Mansour. If it was up to me, it'd be different. Who said I swore an oath? Words. Mansour, words are what men live by. Words they say and mean. You must have had a real careless upbringing. This is Mansour Paul Regret, Bessie. How do you do?
Hi, Mansour.
This is Mansour Paul Regret. How do you do? Mrs. Marshall.
It's a pleasure to meet any friend of Jake's.
Well, I'm sorry, Mansour. Real sorry. Mansour, you may not live long enough to hang. Mansour, you're changed. I thought you were the fellow that took care of number 1. Mansour, charge. You made it, Mansour. That's love. Charge, Mansour! Well, Mansour. Looks like I've lost.
1962, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, as Tom Doniphan. Director John Ford. Achieved both financial and critical success. Produced for just $3.2 million, it grossed $8 million. The 15th highest grossing film of 1962. The film was considered a moneymaker.
You heard him, dude. Pick it up.
No. Pilgrim, hold it. I said you, Valance. You pick it up. Bumpy.
All right, dude. This time, right between the eyes.
1962, How the West Was Won, as General William Sherman. Directors John Ford, Henry Hathaway, George Marshall. The following people won Academy Awards for their work. James R. Webb, Best Writing, Story and Screenplay, written directly for the screen. Harold F. Kress, Best Film Editing. Franklin Milton, Best Sound.
Army's better off with you than without you. That's the test.
All right. Thanks. There's a lot to do before morning, Sherman.
What are you doing?
1963, McClintock, as George Washington G.W. McClintock. Director Andrew V. McLaughlin. McLaughlin said the film put me in the big time. He made 4 more films with Wayne: Hellfighters, 1968, The Undefeated, 1969, Chisholm, 1970, and Cahill, U.S. Marshal, 1973.
You rue the day you ever met me. Oh, bellyache, fight all you want. It won't do you any good. You've been digging those birds into me for 2 years. Now you're going to get your comeuppance. Thanks.
1964, Circus World, as Matt Masters. Director Henry Hathaway. Variety praised the film as a big screen, big box office wedding of spectacle and romance. It should please the masses everywhere, and especially women and children. The pace is unslackening. The plot combines action, colour, European scenery, melodrama, disaster by fire, and catastrophe by water.
The most wonderful day in my life. I'm a woman. I love everybody.
And a star who has set the world by its ears for a decade.
90, 91, 92, 93, 94.
I know everything. I know what you are and what he is.
Tony, we only wanted...
You wanted Madigan, that's what you wanted. To roll around in filth with
Tony.
Madigan. Well, here he is. Take him. Take him.
Circus World?
Come on, Steve, knock on us.
1,000,000 yards of canvas covering the big top from Brooklyn to Barcelona, Berlin to Paris, Copenhagen to London. And even Barnum never had a word for scenes like these. Join in the applause.
1965, The Sons of Katie Elder. Director Henry Hathaway. Variety's review summarised the plot and observed, Wayne delivers one of his customary rugged betrayals. A little old, perhaps, to have such a young brother as Anderson, but not so old that he lacks the attributes of a gunman.
You're as fast as you used to be.
Martin, who plays his part with a little more humour than the others, is equally effective in a hard-boiled characterisation.
No, but we do have a gossip about every 20 feet. Why did you come into town the back way, John? You figuring on trouble?
There's always somebody looking for some. Clearwater's no different than any other town. But that's one thing I don't want, Billy. Trouble.
I'm gonna get that guy. Who wants to come with me?
You're not going anyplace.
Oh, you're gonna try and stop me?
You bet I am. And that's for sure.
A woman, she used to say. A big, wild, beautiful woman. You get a kid raised up to where he's got some size, and there's Texas, whispering in his ear.
The toughest. Tom, the gambler, who would play any game at any odds.
I'm getting out of here.
Matt, the quiet one, the dangerous one. Bud, the kid, who had to be taught what it meant to be an elder and a man.
John, this guy just called Pa a liar and a drunk. That invitation to pick up a gun still holds for Johnny Elder.
Mary, the woman who tried the impossible, taming the sons of Katie Elder.
You're gonna try and find out who killed your father, aren't you?
I sure am.
So you can even a score, kill again. Maybe even do it in front of Bud so he can be proud of his big, tough brother.
The sons of Katie Elder. Setups for paid deputies who put them in chains before they dared to kill them in ambush.
(1966) El Dorado, as Cole Thornton. Director Howard Hawks. A critic awarded the film 3.5 stars, stating, El Dorado is a tightly directed, humorous, altogether successful Western. Turned out almost effortlessly, it would seem, by three old pros, John Wayne, Robert Mitchum, and director Howard Hawks.
Help me up out of here, Cole.
Wayne and Mitchum. A pair of bull-headed battlers who lock horns and then join forces against the best guns in the West.
We're gonna shake them up a little. You keep them occupied while we move in. Ready?
Let's make some music.
And with them, Charlene Holt stretches friendship to the breaking point.
I thought you'd forgotten all about me. I thought that...
You know something, Cole? I think we better get ourselves a new girl.
Yeah.
You better not.
Why not?
I'm girl enough for both of them.
Gunslingers with a knife. Plus a little help. Plus a long bow.
Well, what are you gonna do now?
We've got two cripples, a green kid, and a noisy old...
Indian fighter.
Now, how in the hell do I know what I'm gonna do?
A beat-up band of misfits with nothing to lose but their lives.
There's a little question unanswered between us.
Which one of us is best?
That's right.
(1967) The War Wagon, as Tor Jackson. Director Burt Kennedy. Met with generally positive reviews from critics, calling it that comparative rarity, a Western filmed with quiet good humour. It is also a point of departure for John Wayne, who plays a bad guy for just about the first time in his career.
Generosity?
Oh. A little fighting?
The War Wagon is a story of humility.
Now!
Mine hit the ground first.
Mine was taller. In addition to Kirk Douglas, we have Howard Keel, a mighty colorful Indian, Robert Walker, an expert with high explosives, Keenan Wynn, Joanna Barnes.
What's your pleasure?
Stud.
And good old Bruce Cabot.
I want Tor Jackson dead.
Keep your eyes off of my wife.
Your wife? Oh, I thought she was your daughter.
Well, she ain't.
A drunk kid and a crazy old man. How the hell did
Cut it out, all of you.
I didn't bring you here to be the best of friends. We're an inch away from gunning each other down, but first we have to take the war wagon. Now that's what this picture is all about. How a handful of men can work up the guts and ingenuity to tackle a fortress on wheels.
Look at those horses, what are they dragging? Heavily guarded, what is that?
1969, True Grit as Rooster Cogburn, director Henry Hathaway. Wayne won the Academy Award for Best Actor. Upon accepting his Oscar, Wayne said, "Wow, if I'd known that, I'd have put the patch on 35 years earlier."
It's pretty loose because your makings are too dry. I'm looking for Tom Cheney.
Who's he?
He's the man that shot and killed my father, Frank. Marshal Rooster Cogburn and I are going after the murderer, Tom Cheney.
How did you light on that greasy vagabond?
They say he has grit.
He's a notorious thumper. He's not a man I would care to share a bed with.
Nor would I.
Character he's ever played.
If I smelled as bad as you, I wouldn't live near people.
My God. See, you
A little earlier, I gave some thought to stealing a kiss from you, although you are very young. And you're unattractive to boot. But now I'm of a mind to give you 5 or 6 good licks with my belt.
Well, one would be as unpleasant as the other.
A pot-bellied, one-eyed Western Marshal, Texas Ranger, wearing breeches a size too big.
What are you doing?
Looking for sign.
You couldn't see it if you saw it.
They're trailing the most surprised killer the West ever knew.
I'm here to take you back to Fort Smith and hang you.
And I think I will not go. Now, how do you like that?
Now, you mean to say that you won't go with me on your own free will?
You just got it the other way around. Now, you will follow me. I didn't think you'd do it.
I mean to kill you in 1 minute, Ned. Or see you hanged in Fort Smith at Judge Parker's convenience. Which'll it be?
I call that bold talk for a one-eyed fat man.
(1969) The Undefeated as Colonel John Henry Thomas, director Andrew V. McLaughlin. Film critic Roger Ebert gave the film 2 out of 4 stars. Unfortunately, McLaughlin is never able to draw his threads together, as in his The Way West, 1967. He takes on a panoramic theme and then gets so close to it that we lose sight of the whole. Old pro Wayne saves a scene or two with his presence and delivery. He shells his broken down Rooster Cogburn image from True Grit and rides high in the saddle.
Trouble? Maximilian on one hand and Juarez on the other and bandits in between. On top of that were Americans in Mexico taking a cavy of horses to a very unpopular government. Why should we expect trouble?
John Wayne, Rock Hudson, battling it out toe to toe and side by side.
What do you want?
Your horses, your guns, and your gold. And you also have some women, senor.
The man.
Conversation kind of dried up, ma'am.
I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep an eye out for Wayne's 70s Westerns video. If you want a deeper look, take a look at the other John Wayne videos on my channel. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes, shares, and subscribers. Hit the notification bell to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.